PUBG Mobile Pro League South Asia moves into its second week, once again lighting up our evenings and keeping us entertained. This week was an absolute banger as we saw Team T2KSG go toe-to-toe against top teams like Future Station and Venom Legends in a cutthroat battle to grab the top spot on the overall rankings table. And let's not forget the massive comeback made by DRS Gaming. T2KSG topped the leaderboard and had a total of 324 points, out of which 170 points came from placements and 154 from kills. This makes them the most lethal team in the tournament as they have the highest kills. A major contributor to their high kill count is Jane. He stood tall like an anchor for his team amidst all the chaos and violence. He had 33 kills to his name this week and dished out 6,797 damage. Now that's a lot of damage. Let's see how he fared this week. T2KSG had a decent start this week, but they were not able to keep the momentum going for the first 2 days. In the first game of the first day, most of the heavy lifting was done by Frankie. Jane might have only killed 2 enemies, but the amount of space he cleared for his team enabled them to finish second and grab a decent amount of points. They followed up with a 3rd place finish in the 3rd game of the day, but for the most part the day was rather uneventful. With 2 top 3 finishes on day 1, they had a better than average start to the week. At the end of day 1 of week 2, Team T2KSG were at the 2nd position on the leaderboard with 202 points and 87 kills. The first day might have been topsy-turvy for them, but the second day was pretty disappointing. They kept getting picked off in the middle of rotations or got caught in awkward crossfires. They did not get a single top 5 finish, nor did they get a lot of kills. This day was bad for Jane in particular as he was the one always dying first. His teammates somehow scrambled for points. Even though they did not make much progress, at least they managed to hold on to the 2nd spot. But what Jane lacked on day 2, he more than made up for it on day 3. On day 3, a hot-headed and angry Jane set the lobby on fire with his trailblazing performance. His godlike performance enabled his team to win 2 chicken dinners back to back. In the 4th match of day 3, Jane showed us his true power and got 11 kills. He went on a rampage and decimated team sites. During the final phase of the game, his team was stuck in a dreadlock against DRS Gaming and Assiduous Esports. It was Jane that broke the dreadlock by getting knocks and creating openings. His raw firepower overwhelmed the opponents and got his team the chicken dinner.
I feel Jane could be spotted any second now. Shots have been fired, but it's Jane who is in fact doing the shooting. Gyalzen is going to be confirmed, which means now we are down to a 2-on-2 situation. Make that a 2-on-1 as AJ goes down. Blend takes down Jane. We are now down to a 1-on-1 situation yet again. It is going to be DRS Blend versus SGT2K Venom.
Imagine one of the players even had a grenade out there. But you know, I love this assault going on, and there you go. T2K, well, they have managed to clutch it, and they do that in fashion.
He did the same thing again in the next game. His team was stuck in a fight with Deadeye's guys where T2KSG was at a disadvantage, but you can always count on Jane to turn the tables around.
Gets 2 knocks. This could be instrumental, but he gets spotted out. Jane is going to be quick on the trigger, knocking him out. That means now it is going to be a 3-man T2K up against On Top. Now the question is On Top his game? Can, like I love saying, can he pull off a miracle?
And right now, getting that res up, it's a 4v1 situation on
There
top.
we go.
He has to pull something out, but will he though? Since he's been spotted out, the shot
One.
going out, getting that first knock, will he get the second? No is the answer as Skylights Gaming T2K get the second one, and that's a back-to-back, ladies and gentlemen.
These back-to-back chicken dinners on day 3 put Jane up on the radar of the kill leaders and rebuilt his confidence. This would be useful for them once again on day 4. Again, T2KSG had some disappointing games, but it wouldn't matter as they would still be able to make things work and get a decent amount of points on the back of their consistency to climb up to the first spot. This week, Jane really stood up for his team and carried them to victory. While T2KSG were doing reasonably well and performing consistently, it was those 2 breakout games from Jane that gave them the boost that they needed. Jane picked up 33 frags this week. Combine them with the 21 frags he got last week, and that brings his total up to 54. We can see a distinct improvement in his performance. Let's see if he's able to keep this up in week 3.